For those of you that will be sitting for 2027, 2027 JAMB, WAEC, NECO, and all the similar exam types and all that. So today I will be introducing physics. Of course, just the same way chemistry is talking about the study of matter, its composition, properties, and uses. Physics also studies matter. Physics also revolve around study of matter and its relationship with what? Energy. So today we are going to start from the very basic and elementary aspect of this work. Yeah, the very basic and elementary aspect of this work. Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to let me put my mic in order. So we're going to be starting from the basic and elementary aspect of this work, which we call quantities, down to where we are building this to go to. So, but before I dive deep into our today discussion, please permit me, let me just do it to share the live session with my students. I want them to come up. Yes. So this straight to the point. Just like I've mentioned before, that today we'll be revolving around, first and foremost, I've defined physics as the study of matter and its relationship with energy. Then let's talk about, when we are studying matter, matter is, dealing with measurement, quantities and all that. So we're going to be deliberating on quantities, and if you pay attention, we are going to learn a whole lot. Quantities, units, and measurement. I told you whatever we are doing here, we are starting from the very basic, the elementary. We are not taking anything for granted. We have to observe all things. Physics, like I said before, is the word study of matter and its relationship with what? Energy. Don't forget that. Now, by quantity, I told you I want you to understand anything that we highlight, we need to say one or two things about it. By quantity, when we talk about quantity, it simply means this is like a property of a body or substance that can be measured. Simply put, anything that have the tendency to be measured. And please, if you are here, do it to keep sending likes and reaction to the video so that I can as well feel your presence and all that. So please do it to keep sending a reaction to the video. All right. Now, as a quantity, this quantity is what? The property of a body that can be measured. It is, it is the property. Let me use this as a property. It is a property of a body that can be measured, that can be measured. That's why if you go to the market, you know what a cup of rice is, you know what a custard, a bushel, and all that. And you know the equivalent, how many cup equivalent to make up a custard. That shows that you have knowledge of measurement. Yeah. So anything that can be measured, like length, like volume, like speed and all that. So that is why you need to pay attention. And I promise you, when we are done, just check up yourself. You see that you don't have any reason but to keep getting better on a daily basis. So I just it. So you keep getting better for the fact that you are giving us audience here. So that is it. Now, when we talk about, we mentioned quantity, we are going to talk about, I said unit now. Unit is just like as we have our name and surname. So surname is how they recognize us more better officially. Just like you see in all this community or village kind of things whereby they are sharing meat. If you dare by any mistake pick meat before your senior, someone that you never know that is senior you, they will expose to you, or they will tell you whether it is really you are, if you get to know if you are really a true son or daughter of his or her parents. So that is just it. So what are we saying in essence? Unit is the what we use to measure measure quantities. Yes. By what unit? Something of that nature. How will I put it? Is the yardstick with which quantities are being measured. That is what we call unit. The yardstick. This one, it is the yardstick with which quantities are being measured. Yardstick. Hmm? Yardstick with which quantities are or is being measured. Whichever one, I just it. So I've mentioned a lot of things. You know, a cup is a unit for measuring. You want to buy garri or buy rice in the market. It's with cup or custard or basin. They know what they are using to measure. And if you bring a unit that the market woman is not accustomed to, so you will see she will tend to decline. She will tend to decline your request. Are you seeing it now? So she won't heed to your this thing directive. So that is just it. They always go by what they understand how to make use of. And that is why you see the person who measure or who make measurement of a quantity is taken to have full knowledge of what he or she is doing. Please take note of this. Some of you know the reason why we are here is for those of you that is going to be taking any of this exam. It mustn't just be JAMB, it can be WAEC, it can be NECO, this forthcoming one that is 2027. Don't think it is too early. Early preparation is the key. Start on time so that you can dust your syllabus to and fro, and that settles it. There is a whole lot to know. I don't want us to really come and be rigmaroling on all this. When we talk, remember we mentioned quantity. I'm going to, that is why you see, this is the very first thing we are considering on physics. And if you can follow the frequency of our activities here, the orderliness, I promise you at the end of everything you will testify. There is no two way about it. I strongly believe that you do it this time around. You will make it more better. So please, if you are here with me, keep dropping reaction, keep sending reaction to the video, keep sending reaction to the video. It's just an elementary part so that when we start doing calculation, you can bear me witness that at least we started from somewhere. And that is why, thank God, this video will always be here for those that miss out. But just look at this. Quantities, we can talk about fundamental quantities. I don't want us to waste time. Fundamental. You can see basic. Which other word can we use? Just like when we are defining cell. Cell is the basic, fundamental, structural unit of life and all that. Fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities. If you know, just know these few things and no peace. Know these few things and no peace. Why do I say so? If you know, okay, so thing is fundamental, why this one is not fundamental, then I promise you, with that, there is no question they ask you as regard this that you have an issue. Just like I told you, quantity is just anything that have the tendency to be measured, the properties of a body that can be measured. That's why you know what you are going to the market to get, and you know what the amount should be and all that. Are you seeing it now? Just like if you are buying red oil, or buying granite oil, you see you have different measurements. When you go, they will not just give you anyone. They will give you exactly what is equivalent to the amount of money that you have. What are we saying in essence? Knowledge of measurement is important because when we talk about measurement, it is the means of ascertaining the actual amount of what? A physical quantity. That is measurement. Measurement. Don't forget unit, measurement, and dimension is what I would have taken this topic. It's just an introductory class that we're having today. I promise you it's going to worth your time. What do you mean by fundamental quantity? These are just basic quantity. This one, These are basic. They are basic quantities. They are basic quantities. Fundamental quantities are basic quantities that are independent. That means you don't need to combine other quantities to get them. That are independent. Please pay attention to me. I said these are basic quantities that are independent of what? Others. And of course, and cannot, look at this, cannot, take note. I said they are basic quantities that are independent of others and cannot be defined. Most importantly, and cannot be defined in terms of in terms of other quantities. In terms of other quantities. Yes, take note. And cannot be defined in terms of other quantities. Yes, cannot be defined in terms of other quantities. Okay, permit me. All what JAMB will ask you is what I'm about giving you now. Yeah, all what they will ask you, even other exam, any exam at all what they will ask you. Sorry, let me see if I can expand for you to be seeing this very well. But please, you owe me one thing. Keep sending reaction to the video so that I will feel your presence. I will know that, okay, I'm not just talking to myself, that someone is actually flowing through. Keep sending reaction. Keep sending reaction to the video. Keep sending reaction to the video. Yes. Okay. Please keep sending reaction. Keep sending reaction. Keep sending reaction. Okay, so we move forward. We're going to be, I want to dissect this fundamental quantity into what we call, let me just have fundamental quantities. Yeah, don't forget we said unit is the yardstick with which quantities are being measured. So since we have fundamental quantity, we also have fundamental units. Let me put it in a way that you know, okay, yes, let me put it this way. We also have fundamental units. Yeah, there are 7 in number. Please don't forget. There are 7 fundamental quantity. Of course, that gives you also 7 fundamental units. So 7 fundamental quantities. And of course, 7 fundamental units. Now, the very first one is what we call mass. And the unit of mass is what? Kilogram, which is our kg. Don't forget, mass is measured in kilogram. Another one that we can talk about is what? Length. Length can be distance or displacement. As you see, distance is the gap between two dots. While displacement is what? A distance in a specified direction. Please do well to keep sending reaction to the video if you are here with me. And in case you have any questions, you want to ask question, feel free to drop your question as well. So just like we see, length is measured in meter. I'm going to teach you, we're going to talk about unit prefixes. Now, most of us, when we enter electrical physics, the issue we're having is just you don't have enough or thorough knowledge of conversion. Not enough. Let me just put it in the right sentence. Thorough knowledge of conversion, or what we call unit factor. And if you can follow through in what I'm doing here, forget it. Most of what will be demonstrating here, you cannot see it exactly this same way in your respective places that you are attending physical activities. And that is why whenever you are here, feel free. And for those of you, I have a common WhatsApp group whereby you can easily be notified, because I usually go live on Facebook, on TikTok, and on YouTube at different days. Are you seeing it? Different days. So in case you feel like you want to also to visit or to be easily notified when we are going live session, you can reach out to me on 09038, that is on WhatsApp, 377238. That is my WhatsApp, so that you can be added or included in our common WhatsApp group. So it will help you. You can also easily reach out to me with your questions in case of any. But please feel free, drop reaction, send reaction to the video so that we know that we are together in this. Keep dropping more hearts. You can tap to send more reaction to the videos. Yeah, yeah. Keep dropping more this to make the live session a memorable one. You can as well share to your colleagues and those that will be needing these services. Feel free to share. Share to them, invite them to the live streaming session. Okay, meter. I mentioned meter. We go again. We now have time. Sorry, we have time. Look at this. I'm talking about fundamental quantities. Everything will be well dissected. Of course, don't forget I told you there are 7 in number. You know, past 7. 7 in number. The total number of fundamental quantities are 7. Of course, I mentioned mass, mentioned length. Then next one is time. Of course, you know time is measured in seconds. Eh? Seconds. This meter is small m. Seconds is just small s. So now we can have another one like what? Temperature. Temperature. The average measure of the average kinetic energy of a gas molecule. I've given you another way to define temperature, but it's okay. We're moving forward. Now, temperature is measured in Kelvin. Kelvin, which is K. Kelvin. Now, what again? We have current. Current. Current is measured in ampere or ampere. Yeah, this is A. What again do you have here? We can talk about, I mentioned 5, where we can talk about amount, yeah, amount of substance. Yeah, this one is measured in mole. And short form it MOL, mole. And lastly, we talk about luminous intensity measured in candela, which is 6D. So these are the lessons, and you need to understand this. Please do well to keep sending likes to my live session. Just drop more heart to it. And in case you have any question, feel free to drop it. I want you to really be at the vantage position. We started early so that when we'll be doing most of the, some of you that joined my live session last time, people from all walks of life, you know how they be. It's not something I will come and be preaching you too much. You know what you have to benefit. And if actually you are preparing for any of these exams, be it JAMB, WAEC, NECO, GC, JUPEB, IJMB, any of these preliminary, and even junior undergraduate like year 1. So feel free, you are the safe place. You are entering year 1, not that you are leaving year 1, except if you be physics major and all that. So please do well to keep flowing through. Ask your question where necessary. I've been able to at least outline the basic the 7 fundamental quantities that we have. Take note of that. We're moving forward. In the absence of no question, I think we are free to go. We're free to go. We're free to go. We're free to go. So, of course, if you are not fundamental, you are derived. Though there are 3 type of quantities. There's even what we call supplementary quantities. Of course, there are 3 of them. When we talk about plane angle, when we talk about solid angle, and when we talk about radiativity. Yeah, this supplementary is neither fundamental nor derived. Anything that is not fundamental, that is not supplementary, is said to be derived. Yeah? Derived quantity are just simply those quantity. When we talk about derived, there are those quantity that depend on combination. Are you seeing it? Of two or more fundamental quantity. We talk about derived. Hmm? Derived quantity. There are those ones that depend on combination of two or more fundamental quantities. Yes, that depend on combination of two or more fundamental quantity. That is why we call them what? Derived quantity. Take note of that. So they depend on combination of two or more fundamental quantities. So that is for derived. That is for derived. Of course, if you ask for the example of derived can have area. Remember, distance and displacement, they are your part of your fundamental quantities. I saying distance and displacement are part of fundamental. You take note of that. Yes. So even there's an axiom that we normally use that all fundamental quantities are scalar quantities. In a way, there's a contradiction because you look at this displacement. Displacement is distance in a specified direction, and with that, you see, it's contradicting that statement. Just like when we say all ruminant animals are grass eaters, but not all grass eaters are ruminant animals. We start saying based on the level of the information we have said, yes, as a ruminant animal, you have 4 compartment stomach. And those things have limitation, even as it, but let me not say much about that, Sha. But I'm just telling you, as a science student, there is always I think there's what we call collaboration. Yes, facilitation and collaboration. So you need to think versatile and all that. There must always be something that will just, in a way, alter that very distinct, an exception. That's why when we are quoting principles in chemistry, Pauli's exclusion principles. Are you seeing? And that way the exclusion was there. That is before it was being considered as a principle. No two electrons have the identical set of 4 quantum number. Something like that. And we now mention, okay, they may have the same principle, same azimuthal, same magnetic, but not the same spin. An electron cannot spin same way. Alright, that is just by the way. I'm saying this to say that we need to fully prepare our mind to receive. Whenever you are here, do to keep paying attention. Not just that, feel free to drop your question. Keep sending reaction, please. If you are listening to me, if except maybe you don't know how to, but our advice, make it a memorable one. Whenever you are here with me, keep sending reaction to the video so that others can easily discover that, okay, this kind of wonderful thing is happening here. So it shouldn't just be to watch short skits. If you are an exam candidate, don't do that. You can, engage in other things as well, but don't joke with your academic. Yes, don't joke with it. Process of learning, you need to be humble. Do what is necessary. Yeah, cannot manipulate it through. Okay, all right. That aside, I want us to. I mentioned earlier. Is there any other one you can mention? Volume. Yeah, volume. Can mention density. Can mention velocity. All these are derived. Velocity. Okay, someone want to know how is it derived? Velocity is displacement all over time. Are you seeing it? You are combining two or more fundamental quantities, yeah, to get all this. That is why you need to take this or take note of all this. I promise you, as everything, is it not? Is when we are done that see this thing for those of you that are just joining. We are not here to waste your time. That is why whenever you are here, please do it to keep sending reaction so that our presence will be felt and all that. So that is just it. I've not gone that far, or we're doing something here. Don't forget, I've explained this over time that these are just 7 basic fundamental quantities that we have. And of course, for those of you that always need reminder differently, we will always be coming live session here on YouTube, and usually this kind time, yeah, on YouTube we will always be here, and we have timetable for all these activities because I revolve around YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. They have their respective days of live session, and I promise you, if you keep to this process or this pattern, I tell you, before this exam, you'll be fully and well equipped. So you can approach it all this exam with confidence to conquer, and definitely it will work out for you. So I have explained derived quantity as those quantity that depend on combination of two or more fundamental quantity to, you know, get their or derive or make their meaning. So that is what derived quantities are. You should take note of all these things, so I know what you shouldn't joke with it in a way. Don't joke with it. Oh. Yeah. The quantities that are obtained from a simple combination of fundamental quantities are called derived. Eh? We also have derived units. Let me give you example of that. Power is also example for power. You see power. Pardon, exhibition. Power is measured in the SI unit of watt, which is W is SI unit of power. That is SI unit. Hmm? Don't forget, unit is the yardstick with which quantities are being measured. Please keep sending reaction to the live session. It really do help, and also make me to know that, yeah, we are not wasting time here. We are not wasting your time. Keep sending more reaction. You can tap, you can do anything. Just send reaction to the video. Send reaction to the video. Send reaction. Send reaction. Okay. Now look at it. Look at this again. See on power. You know that eh, power is equal to work done all over time, and work done is in joule as time is in second, meaning another unit for power is joule per second. Are you seeing something? Joule per second. We are going somewhere. We are going somewhere. If you pay attention, I promise you. Now, still on that same matter of, I'm not going to be talking about those horsepower. I don't need them here. 1 horsepower is maybe 744 watts, or whichever way. All those one are mere comparison. So it's still cool that you know one or two things about it. Yeah, but now look at this. T from power equal to work done over time. You know that work done is force times distance then over time. That means distance over time is velocity. So work done is now force times velocity. And with that, power, which is equal to force times velocity, force is measured in Newton as velocity is measured in meter per second. Do you remember this formula? It's also for power. It's also for power. And that is why when you are here, please feel ask question. Ask question. If you cannot ask me question here, this is my number. You can always send. Just save it with Rex or ReXmEnTuM. Yeah, you can see whenever you type this on the social media space, you will see that we are also being recognized. Let me just put it down. So please do well to follow through. Ask question where necessary. Hmm? These things are they are not just important, they are paramount. And if it is more heavy and sounding than being important. So they have their relevance. So please do well. You will know that it is not easy. If you have any question and you cannot easily send it here, then my WhatsApp is also open for you to ask your question. Yeah, I will definitely attend to your question. definitely attend to your question. Feel free to ask me your question. Yeah. Okay. In continuation, I'll show you something about power whereby you move from watts to joule per second to um you know I would have even say, okay, here Newton meter. Okay, you already have a Newton meter per second. Newton meter per second. The different way to express the unit of power. So as we have derived quantity, we also have derived unit. If I ask you, if they ask you the derived unit of force, don't come and see force. Force is what? Mass times acceleration. Mass times what? Acceleration. That is force. And the SI unit is Newton. And the derived unit is the unit that make up this quantity. Unit of mass is kilogram, and unit of acceleration is what? Meter per second square. So you tell them that the derived unit for what? Power force is what? Kilogram meter per second square. Are you seeing it now? Just like if you say, look at this. If I say impulse, eh? If I mention impulse, you know that impulse is force times time. Eh? Impulse is force times time. Now, the derived unit will now be either Newton seconds, or remember force alone is kilogram meter per second. So you can do kilogram meter per second square dot another seconds. Power 1 plus power minus 2, everything will give you kilogram meter per second. Are you seeing something now? All these are the basic things that you need to understand, so that whenever you carry physics textbook, it will not look like a mirage. It will not look like something you feel like rejecting in place of your prayer points. So it will start making sense all over again to you. But it's just what makes us to develop issue for some basic sciences like this is foundation. Yeah. And if the foundation be destroyed, what shall the righteous do? Those who love physics, those who want to be a scientist, what will you do? As before I cut my tongue. So at least after all said and done, I will advise you that there is nothing like starting something on time. Hmm? Start on time. The secret of finishing well is starting on time. Treat this as importance, so that as we keep going, you see, I've taken time to discuss. No, I promise you, whenever we're in this media space, it will just be for like an hour interval, because what we are doing is something very demure, eh? Very, very necessary, important. You can see my, oh, when you have a bad handwriting, you say you are called to be a doctor. If that nonsense, it's not true. It's not true. Just that we shouldn't talk about it. So what are we saying in essence? So please try as much as you can to make sure that you are saving the maybe probably the screenshot of these things. Save it, and where you don't understand, keep engaging the video even as we proceed. Okay, now I've been able to say something. If you look at, let me bring in momentum. Look at momentum. Yeah, momentum. Momentum, you already know is what? Mass times velocity. Normally, it still give you kilogram meter per second. Are you now seeing or understanding with me that momentum and impulse is the same? You don't need to wait until we go to Newton laws of motion, where we'll be doing F equal to m into v minus u all over t. Or you cross multiply, you now say ft equal to m change in v. All these things, impulse momentum theory. Please take note of all this. See, one thing about this is that I like giving deep knowledge whenever, except maybe when we are not in this space or when we are not ready to say anything as regard discourses. I will tell you every necessary thing that you need to know. And that is why you should make me your number one companion as regard coaching matter in terms of this, and refer those who also need these services. Yeah, refer them to me. Tell them that you have discovered where you are getting it on a platter of gold. Yeah, share your experience with them. Invite them. Whenever you see my video, share it. That is all what you can use to say thank you for what you have been doing, or what God have been using you to do in our life. So, or something like that. That's the best form of appreciation I can ever get from you. And most of you, we have not met physically, we have not, but we keep imparting ourselves. Yeah, that's just how it is. Because tomorrow get better, so we have to do everything possible to succeed. Succeed at all cost. Succeed at all cost. Okay, let me just discuss on system of units. For those of you, if you are just joining, you can see we are not joking here. See, you can see it. See the ambience of the paper. You can see that the paper have been designed in less than no distant time. I have not started actually. Yeah, just see it. See it. The reason why we are here because today is my YouTube according to my timetable. So I work with that. And if you want to be part of us in this online session or live session class, you just need to give me send a message across to me on 09038377238. Let me show you the number and take your time and see it. And see 09038377238. You save it with the same name, ReXmEnTuM. So you can be part of us in our WhatsApp group so that you can easily be notified. Okay, let's proceed to, at least I've said some basic things. I'm still going to deliberate or tell you one or two about dimension, even if not probably this night. Just know and mark where we stop. I tell you, we are going to take it bit by bit. Yeah, not rushing anything. Not rushing anything. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Let me go to this other side so that it will be neat. Okay. Just briefly, I want us to talk about we're going to talk about system of units. This is our topic. We have different system. You have heard of SI unit. You have heard of FPS, foot pounds. No, foot pound seconds. You have heard of MKS, like meter kilogram seconds. You have heard of CGS. We'll talk about this. Permit me. Basically, we'll be on CGS. We'll be talking about MKS. Yeah. And then we're talking about what do we call this foot pound seconds, and we're talking about lastly the most generally acceptable one, which is the SI. Are you seeing it? Oh, it's, ah, which is the word SI. Are you seeing it? So we'll be discussing on this system of units. I've told you time without number that unit is the yardstick with which quantities are being measured. And I've seen it. Just master this. What does this one stand for? Centimeter, centimeter, gram, seconds. Yes, meter. Yes, meter, kilogram, seconds. Meter, kilogram, seconds. Foot, pound, seconds, and system international. So all these are the distinct basic one that you need to know. Please feel free, keep dropping, sending reaction to the video. Yeah, at Appainde. Hello, good night. Oh, I celebrate you. Thanks for joining us. Uh, sorry. Okay. But please, if in case you have any question, feel free to drop your question. Drop your question. Drop your question. Drop your question. Yes, SI is very in Turkish. This thing. Well, anyway, this is the most generally acceptable one. Yes, this is the most, in fact, the standard system international system. The one, the one thing about science, science is objective in nature. It doesn't go by what your community believe. They are not subjective. They are objective. Eh? And there's a whole lot to know about science. Science don't do things based on how it will favor you. They do it based on natural phenomenon or procedure. Which of these does it satisfy? That's how we have scientific theory. So now I said something about CGS. I said this is centimeter gram seconds. Centimeter gram seconds. Is there anything? Of course, we can also call this centimeter gram second Gaussian system. That is Gaussian system. Hmm? So that is it. So centimeter gram seconds. That is just it. You already know centimeter. I will teach you unit prefixes when we say centimeter. If I give you cm, this small c in it stand for 10 power minus 2, then meter. That is it. That is why whenever you are converting something from centimeter to meter, you divide by 100. I'm going to teach you those things very easy. I'm going to teach you unit factors, so we just have to take it gradually. I don't want to be in a haste. So we also talk about MKS. Hmm? This is a meter kilogram seconds. Are you seeing it? Meter kilogram seconds. That is the kind of unit. Meter. All these are like good units. And of course, they are called grudgy system. Grudgy. Grudgy system. That is it. They are called grudgy system. As this one is Gaussian, centimeter gram seconds, 1 meter kilogram seconds is grudgy system. Grudgy system. And when we talk about this one, which is this is foot pounds seconds. This is just foot pounds, foot pound or pounds seconds set of units. Yeah, that is it. Then the last one is the what international system of unit. This one is Gaussian. That is another name. This one is grudgy. I have not seen any other name for this. And this one is just system international or international system of units. So that is it. And since I mentioned unit in all these things, I think it is time I say one or two things about what I call unit prefixes. I say we are not here to rush you. You need to calm down and understand that I really mean well for you guys. That is it. I really mean well. Be it junior or undergraduate, um, no, any of this preliminary exam, IJMB, NECO, WAEC, GCE, this is for you. It's the same syllabus. JUPEB, eh? JUPEB, IJMB, including even Cambridge Advanced. So you shouldn't joke whenever you see us in this media space. We are here to, I want to say, eh? I want to articulate. I'm actually obedient, so that is it. I'm obedient, and I would just want you to, I want to conscientize you on this. So what are we saying? Unit prefixes. No, in English, there is what we call prefix. There is what we call suffix. Of course, generally we call them affixation. That is the process of adding before or adding after to the root word. No, I told you I swear, me, I'm your academic coach. Eh? I think the only place I think I'm having one or two things I've been facing as a challenges is my probably my pronunciation. Yeah, we from southeast and I'm very proud of it. At least you can easily recognize, okay, this guy came from this side. I have issue with R and L, and that make me unique. That make me very awesome. Yes, doesn't remove or add any, it doesn't spoil anything for me. So that is just what I want you to understand. Please feel free if you have a question, drop your question, send more likes, just keep commenting on the video in case maybe probably for those of you that have one or two things to ask. Feel free. We are together in this. All right, unit prefixes. A prefix is what you add before the root word. What you add before, just like I mentioned centimeter. I'm going to mention basic unit prefixes that you need to understand so that subsequently you know how to follow through. I'll start with, look at this. Unit prefixes is our topic. I've told you what a prefix is. Yeah, this live session is gradually coming to an end. Like I said, I'm not here to, and in fact, I'm going to make each time that we're having live session, it can be on an hour or an hour and 30 minutes interval. An hour is okay. Yes, just an hour interval. With that, we should be able to, settle whatever we need to settle as regard that. It's bit by bit, and I promise you, there is nothing that will make you not to be good. Take it or leave it. You'll be performing, and that settles it. So do it to refer others. And please, in case you are here and you have not subscribed to my channel, click the plus sign button. There is a whole lot of exclusive benefits for my subscribers. Yeah, it's very necessary. It's one of the way of also supporting what I'm doing here. And I will know, okay, you are my follower, you are my media, you are in my media space. Okay. All right, take note of this. We start with deci. Deci can be small letter D, like decimal. You have heard of decimal. What does it stand for? It stands for 10 raised to power minus 1. 10 power minus 1. Of course, in indices, this is sent now 1 over 10, which is sent now 0.1. So that if they say decimeter, decinewton, are you seeing why it is a unit prefix? Decimeter, decinewton, decidat, decidis. And you know that they're actually referring to this. Okay, we go again to this other one with, we call it deca. Deca. Deca is DA. DA is the symbol. Deca. What does it stand for? It stands for 10 power positive 1, which is just 10. So that if they say decimeter, it means 10 meter. Decinewton, 10. Do you see? Sorry, decameter. Decameter. Please, pardon. That deci means 10 power minus 1, as deca is 10 power 1. If they say decameter, it means 10 meter. Decanewton, just in that order. Please do well to subscribe to my channel. If you are meeting me for the first time, don't forget to click the plus sign button and be part of my family here. So that is it. Then we are done with this. Remember, they resemble one. They are just positive and negative equivalent of each other. So we go to the next one. Like I said, I'm at the point of, after this, we are done for today. Just know that we stop at unit prefixes. Maybe next time we now discuss on dimension analysis, which is no other thing than another way of ascribing unit to a physical quantity. Yeah, that is when you will know that. See, I just want you to be good. That is number one. Don't joke with our reason of being here. When you are here, have your pen and paper and make sure that you are jotting something down. Jot something down. And soonest, I will see put a media challenge and there will be prize attached to that. I will have a quiz on this race quiz across physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and all that. If you win your prize, you receive. If you emerge as a winner, you receive your prize instantly. That is just one of the way, and I always do that, maybe probably on Sunday basis. So take note. That is why. And condition of participating in that is that you must be one of my active subscriber. So, and I think if you are paying attention, just random question in preparation for, most especially for those of you that is going to be sitting for this exam and people that need foundational knowledge. Yes, you can learn something from this and teach another person and make it. Well, I am just saying that, so it's okay. Let's go. The next one is, I'm done with this. So next one is what I call centi. Centi is small letter C. It can be centimeter, centigram, centi this, centi that. This stands for 10 power minus 2. And you know in English, 10 power minus 2 is just 1 over 100 or 1 over 10 power 2, which is 1 over 100. That will give you 0.01. Please, I will not be resolving it this way again. I will not be overdoing it this way again. I want us to just know it by this. These are the pattern that I want you to know how to express them. This one is this, okay. This one is this. This one is this. Another one aside centi is hecto. Hecto. That is H. What does it stand for? 10 power 2. So that if they say hectometer, hectogram, hecto whatever, you know that this is what they are referring to. Please don't joke with this. Don't joke with this. So, of course, 10 power 2 is something like 100. You already know. So, I just want to give you in this format. Then another one that you are to take note of here, aside hecto, we are done with this. You see, these two actually resemble. Then another one aside hecto, we are going to be, what is it? We talk about after this we talk about milli. Thank you. Yeah, milli, like millimeter. M, small letter M. No, there's a difference between small letter M and capital M as a unit prefixes. Eh? If I give you, if I say 2, this is 2 megameter, which is 2 times 10 raised to power 6 meter. That is 2 million meter. But when I say 2 small letter m like this, it means 2 millimeter, which is, this milli is 10 power minus 3. It becomes 2 times 10 power minus 3 meter. Take note. Yeah? I'm going to see, I will derive on the even as so this is going to be 10 power minus 3. Of course, you already know it's 1 over 1000. I will be giving you something like 0.001. So 10 power minus 3. Then aside this, we have kilo. Like when someone say kilo, kilometer, bona boy. So kilo, kilo, or kilo de, kilo share, kilo. Just understand, I'm just joking. It's 10 raised to power. Kilo is 10 raised to power what? 30. Are you seeing it? Yes, someone tell you kilo de. In there is madness. Kilo de, let me check it. Kilo de. If there is madness, means that you have 1000 madness. Just take note. So that is not a good word. I'm just joking. So kilo share or kilo whatever. Kilo means 10 raised to power 3. You have to play around all these things so that you get established in you. Kilo is 10 power 3. So we're done with that. See, these two goes together. Aside that, we have what we call micro. Micro. Micro is this symbol you have been seeing in electric physics. They use it in capacitor, use it in all those things. Capacity in electric, mostly in electric physics. What does it stand for? It stands for 10 power minus 6. The opposite of micro is what we call mega. What does it stand for? It stands for 10 power 6. So that is why I see these two are like same, positive and negative equivalent. Then outside this, we have nano. You have heard of nano milk. Nano is small letter n, stands for 10 power minus 9. As we have giga, giga is capital G. Whenever you see it, it stands for 10 power 9. Then outside this again, you still have, please keep dropping hearts. If what I'm doing here is actually making sense to you, keep sending likes to the video. Keep sending likes to the video. Yes. Now outside giga, we have outside giga now. Let's be sincere. Outside giga, giga, we have pico. Pico, which is small p. What does pico stand for? Pico stands for 10 power minus 12. Minus 12. As we have tera, which is capital T. What does it stand for? 10 power 12. You see these two flows together just like these two. Are you seeing something? These two flows together. See what I'm giving you? We call it unit prefixes. And to be performing in calculation, you need to revolve around all these things. They are necessary. So when you don't know what the basic and what you're supposed to know is, you start finding physics difficult. Next thing, you do transfer aggression, start hating physics tutors, and that is not making sense. You have all it takes to know all these things better than even any other person, better than myself. And okay, all right. So aside that, we go to, remember, see this one, so that before I move to, in case if you want to still observe it, start from deci, deca, nos, the rest of them. Take note, take note. So we are going to femto. We are going to femto. What does it stand for? Moving to femto. So let's check femto. What does femto stand for? Femto, which is small letter f, stands for 10 power minus 15. 10 power minus 15. As we have peta. As we have peta. Peta is our capital P. Know the difference between capital P and small p. Pico, small p. Peta, capital P. Pico is 10 power minus 12. As peta is 10 power, look at this. This one is 10 power 15. We're done. Now, let me just still add to that. We still have what we call R2. R2. I think that is where we stop. We still have 21, both positive and negative, 23, but down to even 31. Yocto, yocta, zepto, zepta. Zepto, zeta. Now, R2 is A. This is the symbol for R2, and it stands for 10 power minus 18. Minus 18. Why we have the positive this thing, that is ESA, we have ESA. ESA, is it capital? Yes, capital E. What does it stand for? Like these two goes together too. Now ESA stands for 10 power 18. This is where we will stop. This is where we will stop. Not just that, before you go, I want to add to this, those in the biological units or those in medical, you'll be meeting this unit called Armstrong. Armstrong meter or Armstrong. The symbol is A0. Are you seeing it? What does it stand for? This stands for 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. Or if you want it to be in cm, become 10 raised to power minus 8 centimeter. Take note of this unit. As what the most, it is in a way, it is the unit of measuring the diameter of a bacterial cell. It's the unit of measuring. It's an infinitesimal unit or infinitesimal distance. So take note of this. At least I've done justice to basic thing that you need to know as regard unit prefixes. And of course, I'm stopping exactly at an hour interval. Thanks for joining me today. Do have a wonderful day. In case you have any question, feel free to drop it for me. Have a great day.